Monday to Tuesday, you don't have any fun. From Wednesday to Thursday, just gonna have for a run. Friday and Saturday, you're always getting drunk. And Sunday, you stay at home and never go to church.
Only place I wanna be, oh. The girls are stunning, the girls are stony, and you know they're not too shy. Yeah, listen to me. Well, I'm not talking about LA or any place in between. Only place I wanna be for the summer is right here in the Northeast. I saw a girl today with a yellow swimsuit and a tan so fine it'd make you wanna lose your mind. We rolled up a fatty. Don't tell her daddy what we're thinking of doing. You couldn't say it in church or on TV, but that's how you gotta roll when it's the summertime in Rhode Island. Only place I wanna be, oh. The girls are stunning, the girls are stony, and you know they're not too shy. Yeah, you know what I mean. Well, I'm not talking about way down south. Their Augusts are much too hot. Only place I wanna be for the summer is up here where the party don't stop. I saw a girl today. She was sitting on the dock of Narragansett Bay. I came up behind her. She wasn't a minor, 'cause I checked her ID. And just what did I see? It said 1983. Yeah, that's good news for me. Summertime in Rhode Island. Oh, only place I wanna be. Oh, the girls are stunning, the girls are stony, and you know they're not too shy. Yeah, you know what I mean. Summertime in Rhode Island. Only place I wanna be, oh. Summertime in Rhode Island. It's the only place I'd rather be. 'Cause I can't wait to get her home, skip the conversation. I can't wait to get her alone. She comes from Rhode Island. I can't wait to get her home, skip the conversation. I can't wait to take off her clothes, 'cause she comes from Rhode Island.
All right, my night outers, welcome to another fun-filled episode of My Night Out Radio. This is DJ Psycho Eddie in studio tonight. As always, the Robin to my Batman, Mr. Tony Jones.
The biscuit to your 12-piece.
Also in studio, we have RJ Gregory.
How's it going?
RJ, you have a unique shop that we're going to be talking about in just a little while. What's the name of your shop?
It's Doc Lanton Curiosities.
Okay. I cannot remember that, and if it's not up on my computer screen, we are pretty much SOL. So every time we're going to talk about it, you're going to have to say that.
It's not a problem.
As most of you have probably realized, I've been away for a couple of weeks.
We haven't been behind the microphone together since Connecticut Comic-Con.
Yes.
And last time I left Comic-Con, DJ Psycho Eddie was just swimming in money, and I probably shouldn't mention this on the air because your wife might be listening, but I never figured out how you ended up after your trip with Foxwoods, but you had quite the dough stack when I left.
Yeah, no, I was up a couple of hundred by the time I left.
I was not. I was down several hundred.
Well, don't feel bad, because after I had left you at Connecticut Comic-Con, I had gone back out into the casino and pretty much lost it all. So I left there with enough money for a cup of coffee. It was iced coffee, so it made it worthwhile.
He left it with money for a cup of coffee, but they give you free coffee on the casino floor, so think about that for a second.
See, he's picking up what I'm putting down. I lost my butt.
Now, another thing is that it was announced in the meantime, something that we were biting our tongues about here for Rhode Island Comic-Con. You know, you had kind of previewed it. You said next week it'll be coming up. Then they didn't make the announcement, so we couldn't make the announcement here. But now it's finally been announced.
Now it's been announced. Gene Simmons will be at Rhode Island Comic-Con this November 10th, 11th, and 12th. I'm not sure of what his schedule is going to be. Hopefully I get to meet him at some point. And oddly enough, it's not even for his musical endeavors because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Kiss as much as, well, most of us here. Maybe he's better than some of us. I'm not going to mention any names, RJ. Excuse me. However, he has had a very unique movie history, and that's the part of Gene Simmons' career that I would actually like to grill him on if I get a chance. So on the off chance that you're listening, Gene, and you want to talk about your hallowed movie career, definitely I'd like to bend your ear and spend some time with you for a little bit.
Didn't he do that movie with Ozzy Osbourne? Didn't he do Trick or Treat with Ozzy Osbourne? I'm pretty sure he did.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, look it out. He did. I'm almost 100% positive. I saw bits and pieces of it. Trick or Treat.
Now, you know Gene is listening because every time you say his name, you owe him $5. So he'll be invoicing us for about $20.
Talk about being in the negative.
I can't catch a break. Anyways, one of the events that I was doing, in fact, it was last Sunday, I was at the Dayton, Massachusetts Town Hall. It was the Cruising for a Cure, Butterflies of Hope puts it on. It was a car show, but all the proceeds go to someone who is battling cancer. Well, the guy who was the recipient for the previous 3 years unfortunately finally succumbed to cancer. So they found a little kid, basically, and he got a pretty good-sized chunk of change to help him and his family with upcoming medical costs and what have you. There had to be about 150 cars, and if you've ever been to Dayton, there's not much there. There's Town Hall, down the streets of Dunkin' Donuts. It's a very quiet area.
Outhouse.
And when you see some of these cars coming in, there were a couple of pro streets, cars coming in on trailers because they're not street legal. Beautiful, beautiful cars. A couple of them were for sale that I was contemplating until I realized I'm piss broke.
They're not cheap anymore either.
No. Cars are not cheap, especially fun ones. So that's where one of the places I've been. Of course, Comic-Con, I did some live broadcasts, live real-time stuff.
The most interesting part of Comic-Con, Connecticut Comic-Con, was seeing Brutus the Barber Beefcake doing some actual barbering.
Yes. He buzzed
that was
out.
weird.
It was probably the most horrible haircut I've ever seen anyone get, but
it was like his wrestling career.
Well, wow. That was R.J. Gregory.
He's one of the worst. I'm sorry.
But no, I believe the money that the kid gave for the haircut went to some type of a foundation or for some type of a charity. But
that's
basically,
always a good thing.
it was horrid. Like the sides were down to skin, the top was all jacked up. It was. Beautiful was not the word
What do you get?
anywhere used.
It was it. What is it, Tony? Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it one of the WrestleManias that Brutus the Barber shaved down Adrian Adonis?
Oh yeah,
They had the lose your hair match or something like that, and he did the same thing to adorable Adrian Adonis. He shaved the top, and the sides was still long. So I guess that's his style.
Oh no, actually, this was opposite. It was just a bad attempt at bald. I mean, it was just like how I am in the sun, blotchy.
You could have at least given him the Hulk Hogan style skullet, shave it around the top, leave it hairy on the back.
Come on, brother.
It's like a hairy toilet seat.
There's just a lot of wrong going on. And before anyone gets too excited, I'll be talking a little bit more about it a little bit later on in the show. But 15th and 16th, we have Paracon coming up. So the 16th, we're going to be missing a show.
And, we were talking about that very subject on the Tony Jones show, and pretty in-depth conversation about it. I completely forgot to mention that it's all for a domestic violence charity to help folks who have been through domestic violence situations.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
correct.
I feel like a heel.
It's okay.
I mean, I'm the professional in the room, and I screwed up.
Sure, we'll go with that. Also, on the Sunday the 30th, might be a little sketchy because I've got a 3-day festival.
Which prison would you like me to pick you up from?
No, I got a 3-day camp out festival in North Stonington, Connecticut. Most Dangerous Men Alive will be there. Probably be like 10 or 15 bands there. I'm going to be DJing Friday and Saturday. So, Sunday, I'll let you guys know whether or not I'm actually going to be even making it to the show or if I'm dead.
Those are some good choices.
We might be doing a charity show for your liver at the end of that weekend.
Liver Aid.
Actually, and most of my listeners know this, I have diverticulitis. I've actually been cutting way back on the amount that I've been drinking. It's this new clarity thing that I've been working on. It's scary.
Is that called a hangover? Or?
No. It's thinking clearly. Like I can go weeks without drinking now because of that whole it feels like you're being gutted like a fish thing.
Now, let me tell you, as we enjoy the finest boxed wine here, the refrigerator here has been stocked with alcohol for weeks and weeks. There was a time where we would stock this refrigerator with alcohol. It would be empty the next day. We'd stock it. It would be empty the next day. And now it's blowing off at the seams, and nobody down here gets wasted anymore. It's a shame.
We have to change that. I'm trying to find out what I can and cannot drink because doing this show completely sober, it just doesn't feel right. we have to do something to I don't know, make it more interesting. But before we go back to music, I got to say, we are just a couple of days away from the 4th of July. I don't know what you're going to be doing for your 4th of July, but around here in these parts, we'll be playing that fun-filled family game called Is It Fireworks or Is It Firearms?
Oh, you mean the official tagline of West Warwick, Rhode Island?
So, when you're having your cookouts on Tuesday and you're grilling those dogs and you hear a bang off in the distance, rest assured, most places that's going to be fireworks. But when you get closer to the inner city,
Central
really
Falls,
sure.
Central Falls gets to play that game year round.
This is true. But when you start to hearing the bangs off in the distance and your neighbors start disappearing, they went to go get their bulletproof jackets or to get their appropriate firearms for return fire, I think it's called. Anyways, what a way to celebrate the birth of a nation. Heavy artillery. So we're going to get some more music here. Is a band that I have not worked with, and I can't even tell you how long. They're still around. This is an old song from them, but being patriotic, 4th of July, Patriots Anthem by Prospect Hill. We'll be back in a minute.
Where
with a gun in your hand, the only friend in this foreign land. When you sleep, your eyes stay open. The hardest thing is not knowing when, knowing when. When the smoke and dust has cleared, there fearless patriot stands, covered in blood, sweat and tears, keeping us safe away from across the shore, far from mom and dad, standing tall against the bad. Letters come, they get you thinking. The hardest thing is not knowing when, knowing when. When the smoke and dust has cleared, there a fearless patriot stands, covered in blood, sweat and tears, keeping us safe away from fear. When the smoke and dust has cleared, there a fearless patriot stands, covered in blood, sweat and tears, protecting the red, white and blue. For everything you do, the red, white and blue. We salute to you. When the smoke and dust has cleared, there a fearless patriot stands, covered in blood, sweat and tears, keeping us safe away from fear. When the smoke and dust has cleared, there a fearless patriot stands, covered in blood, sweat and tears, protecting the red, white and blue.
Are we live? Are we on? All right, my night outers. We're having a hell of a time over here, with or without alcohol. That was Fit for a King. Name of that song was Hooked. Before that, Prospect Hill, A Patriot's Anthem. That's a song that's, I don't know, 6, 7 years old. But I got to play it every time there's something patriotic coming up because it's probably one of the more patriotic songs that I've heard from a modern band.
And for all you football fans out there, I went on the Gronk bus limousine this week, and I'm not a sports fan, but that dude knows how to party. Talk about a limo. This thing was awesome.
Well, speaking of a party and fun things to do, July 15th and 16th, RI Free Radio personalities will be on site at the Ocean State Paracon. RJ Gregory and his shop,
Doc Lantern Curiosities.
Doc Lantern Curiosities will also be there. I will be the voice that you hear. Hopefully Tony will pick up the microphone at some point to make an announcement or two to warrant the good jobs that he's going to get. Are you feeling a little hostility for that one?
There's nothing like getting a pat on the back for just showing up.
Anyways, if you haven't heard of it before, if you follow anything paranormal, it's something you're definitely going to want to check out. It's going to be at the Harrisville Assembly Theater in Harrisville, Rhode Island, also known as Burrowville if you speak Rhode Islandese. And it's going to be a veritable who's who of paranormal investigators, paranormal people. People have written books about this stuff. Our good friends Keith and Sandra Johnson will be there. Joe Chin, Carl Johnson, Keith's brother. Actually, I think it's his twin brother.
I can never tell a difference apart. I always call him Mr. Johnson because I never know the difference between Keith and Carl.
Well, I believe...
Safe play.
One of them works at Slater Mill and does the haunted tours of Slater Mill.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know which one that is.
Yeah.
Just because I've never been there. John Brightman is going to be there. Our very own alumni, Chuckles the Clown, will be there. Bill Brock, Samantha Hawes, Chris DeCesare, a bunch of other people are going to be there. It's going to be a great time. I think it's $12 a day. You could get a 2-day pass, $20. Kids and 12 and under will be only $5. It's something you definitely going to want to check out. If you have any questions, if you want to do a little paranormal shopping, or even if you're looking for the obscure oddities and the macabre, there will be things for you in pretty much every taste and size at that point. Spooky South Coast is going to be there. We were there last year, and the highlight for me, I am big into the paranormal, but bottom line, I am big. I enjoyed the hell out of the food trucks that were there. There were 2 different food trucks, one on each day. There was even the Hawaiian ice guy in the corner.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about him, man. He sent me into full-blown diabetes.
there was some...
was it that Kona ice or whatever it is?
Yeah, it was Hawaiian shaved ice.
Yeah.
And they put
And
different...
he had just a ton of flavors. I was like working my way
It was like a
through the
lemonade
list.
truck type thing, right?
No, it was actually
a
looked
booth?
like a push cart.
Wow.
It was amazing. And the flavors that the guy had, I mean, he had the normal, cherry, watermelon, lime, lemon, and all that. But he had, like, red bean flavored, and he had some, like, really...
Red bean flavored?
Don't knock it till you try it. There was some really messed up stuff out there. And of course, I probably went to go see him at least a handful of... almost a dozen times, to be exact. And they took care of us. We, of course, promoted the hell out of them as well. So that's going to be, again, the 15th and 16th of July at the Assembly Theater in Harrisville. If you want more information, look up Ocean State Paracon. 3 words, Ocean State, and Paracon is 1 word. On Facebook, you can also check out OSPC Charity Fund, because a lot of people don't realize this, but this is benefiting the Rhode Island Coalition Against Domestic Violence. So someone's not pocketing this cash. This is going for a very worthwhile cause, and how can you say no to a worthwhile cause where you get very unique, very individualized attention to these people that you wouldn't ordinarily even know existed unless you were into paranormal.
What's interesting about the guest list too is that a lot of the folks, if not all the folks, are people that were into paranormal before it became the big hot thing.
Before it was cool.
Right? Yeah, these are folks that have been around. They were part of the Conjuring actual investigations and things of that nature. These aren't the folks that just hopped into being into this, over the past few years when it hit Discovery Channel. I mean, the folks at this are kind of the real deal, at least locally.
Now, not to mention, I mean, everyone's going to have their own booths. They could, walk around, talk to them face to face. They're going to be given it looks like about 10 different presentations.
And if I remember correctly, that's where the air conditioning is.
Yes, on the inside of the Assembly Theater. That's also where the nice cold bathrooms are when you're sweating your backside off. You go in there for a little while, take care of business, and stop sweating for a few minutes.
I'll have battery-powered fans. How's that?
I have an electric fan. It'll plug in with the rest of the sound equipment. Now, I've upgraded my system especially for this event because last year they put me all the way down the end, and the second day they had to move me up, like kind of midway in the fray because you just couldn't hear me on the other side, and the people that were right next to me were going deaf. So I've upgraded. I'm now bringing a 4-speaker setup. I'm bringing almost 8,000 watts of audio. So if you can't hear me at this point, and trust me, I'm going to be doing a lot of mainstream, a lot of classic rock, easy listening stuff. So you're not going to hear the same things you're going to be hearing on tonight's show.
Will you be playing any Tony Jones and the Cretin 3?
I hope so.
I may slip one or two of those in there.
We do have radio-friendly music, so
True,
come on.
True.
You're absolutely correct. And after last year's mindless self-indulgence debacle, I don't think they'll really complain. So, with that being said, I think we promoted the heck out of Ocean State Paracon. If you come out, definitely come down and see us, shake our hand, get on our mailing list. Which
buy us a burger.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Just buy us it's going to be hot as hell.
Buy us a Hawaiian ice.
Buy us some Hawaiian ice. Just enough to swim in. Not a lot.
Well, I mean, you crack on your size, but I mean, that's going to take a lot of Hawaiian ice.
That's a lot of ice.
I apologize, but man, that's a lot of ice.
You don't
have to buy an
apologize.
ice house.
It's kind of a life goal of mine to be able to sit in a Hawaiian ice while laying on my back, eating one kind of like otter style with a Hawaiian ice on my chest.
So what you need to do is go to a Cuddle and Bubble, and they have those champagne glass style bathtubs. Just sit in there and fill it with
Now I'm
Hawaiian
going to give
ice.
you a little reality check.
This poor guy at Paracon grinds those ices by hand, too. I mean, he's going to look like Popeye the Sailor Man by the end of the night.
Now, I'm just going to do a really quick on the Cuddle and Bubble. No one ever really cuddles, and there's really never any bubbles in there. So call it what it is. It's called soak and poke.
That's
Yeah, but the point of the story is you wanted to sit in a big tub, so
it doesn't have to be a big tub.
Sit in a champagne-looking tub, glass-looking tub.
Again, all right, the glass tub. You can see me from the waist up at least. Do you think anyone needs to see this backside pressed against a glass wall?
Nobody said you had to be naked.
And that's not true. People do cuddle and bubble. I went to a Cuddle and Bubbles once, and I farted in the hot tub, so there were bubbles.
Well, again,
Did you go with Freda?
Again, with my medical conditions, I do not want to turn it into the Brown incident.
As George Collins said, you always should let out a test fart because you never know what's going to happen.
Cuddles and gravy.
Yeah, no, that's what we're trying to avoid, the gravy.
That's disgusting.
Definitely not getting your deposit back after that.
If you could get it to go all down the drain at that point, yes, you do.
Waffle stomp.
We're going to stop here just because I'm having a hard time breathing while I'm laughing. We're going to do a double shot here, a twofer. of Most Dangerous Men Alive, which I will be working with at the end of July. Stick around because I will be telling you more about what's coming up with Most Dangerous Men Alive, myself, and a bunch of local musicians. There may be farm animals involved. I'll tell you more after the break. This is Most Dangerous Men Alive. The name of the song is Lose Control. We'll be back in a minute.
Kind of fitting for what we just talked about.
Golden, smoky haze that fill my head, and I am flying. But even the ones that hold you down can lift you up. But sometimes when they can't, oh, you gotta find your own way. You gotta lose control, lose control. You gotta lose control, lose control. Let your mind go. Let your spirit take control. Oh, you gotta lose control, lose control. You gotta lose control, lose control. Let your mind go. Oh, let the music take control. Oh, when you let the river flow, speak positive. Oh, let the winds fall to the floor. Before anything starts to make sense. Believe in what you say, ain't have faith in what you feel. Cause when it all comes down, sometimes it's all you have. But even the words that you can't find, they lift you up. They carry you to better ways. Oh, to free your mind. Oh, you gotta lose control, lose control. You gotta lose control, lose control. Let your spirit take control. Oh, you gotta lose control, lose control. You gotta lose control, lose control. Let your mind go. Oh, let the music take control, take control. When you let the river flow, speak positive. Oh, let the winds fall to the floor. You gotta love your mind before anything starts to make sense. Before anything starts to make sense. the photographs. Reminds me that I sometimes get a little too excited. Well, maybe I'm retarded, but I see that now. And I can't change, but I want to. So burn all of my pictures, 'cause I already did. Take a seat and pour yourself a glass and fix your problems, but don't fix mine. I'm sorry they were ever yours. You told me I needed some help. Well, I found a Bible on the shelf. It's halfway gone and I still can't find the answer, but what was the question anyway? Oh, you told me I should go to hell. Well, I'm halfway there and I'm never looking back. Well, honey, that's not your problem. I'm not your problem anymore. Try not to be bitter, and I hope you find the time to collect yourself before somebody brings you down. Oh no, I found I shouldn't worry, I'll forgive so easily. I guess that makes me a better soul than you could ever be. So don't think about me, I'll be fine, not thinking about you. Told me I need some help. Well, I found a Bible on the shelf. It's halfway gone and I still can't find the answer, but what was the question anyway? Oh, you told me I should go to hell. Well, I'm halfway there and I'm never looking back. Oh, honey, that's not your problem. I'm not your problem anymore. Go to hell. I'm halfway there and I'm never looking back. Oh, honey, that's not your problem.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Most Dangerous Men Alive, Not Your Problem. Before that, again, Most Dangerous Men Alive. The name of the song was Lose Control. Now, I kind of baited you a little bit to keep listening. I am going to be working with them, Most Dangerous Men Alive, on July 28th to the 30th. It's a 3-day music festival camping outing. It's called Local Livestock. Hold on, I got to turn my computer so RJ can look over my shoulder.
Sorry.
It's all good. This is going to be in.
Don't get any of your fingerprints on his computer.
Actually, I want people to get their fingerprints on my computer, so in case they find something unique,
Unique.
Well, I don't want to say illegal because, but in case something's found, I don't know how it got there. But anyways, this is a upcoming event, July 28th to the 30th in North Stonington, Connecticut. It's just going to be absolutely nuts. It's a 3-day camp out, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The gates open at 5 p.m. on July 28th. That is a Friday. And you can get in Friday night until 11 o'clock. Saturday morning, they're going to be opening the gates at 9 a.m. And music starts at 11 to 11:30 in the morning, depending on how much we partied the night before. Music for everything from rock, metal, reggae, hip-hop, acoustic sets by Christian Lawrence of Dead by Wednesday. Alex Cohen is going to be doing another acoustic set. I will be DJing several sets, but Friday night and all day and Saturday night I will be closing the night. Now, like most campouts and festivals, you have to have the odd attraction. Well, because where this is happening is is farmland, basically. Well, the people that own the property have a small petting zoo, which will be open during the day. Luckily, they will be able to lock up the petting zoo, so most of the very drunk people or the very adventurous people cannot get to them. There's, typical volleyball, cornhole, beer pong. There will be a mega slip and slide going down a hill.
Those are fun.
This is going to be huge. I've seen the hill that they're going to be putting it on. It's absolutely immense.
We did one at the Zombie Charge, actually, in Connecticut. I believe it was in Stonington, too. And it was huge. Holy God, that's so much fun. I'd go just for that.
Well, if you want to come, whether you show up on Friday night or Saturday morning, it's going to be $15 a head. There will even be a pig roast at an additional charge, but there will be a pig roast on Saturday. The only thing that they're requesting is that you don't bring glass bottles because it's farmland, because there's animals walking around. They don't want the animals getting hurt. Understandable.
Yeah. See how many people respect
just bring
that
a box
request.
of wine.
The box wine. Bring the box
several
wine.
boxes of wine and a couple of cases of water. Basically, if you're going camping by yourself, that's how you should plan on packing for this event, because they are providing music and the land. Everything else is on you.
I got to say, I don't know if I'm getting old or out of touch, but I only know one band on that bill.
Well, for those of you who are wondering, it's going to start off with Tammy and Gina, something like that. I'm not really that good with names, but I'll fake it very well. Productive Member, The Quins, Train of Thought, Gemello, Gemello, Gemello. That's the best I could come up with. Noxy Arena, Apollo's Resurrection, Fathom Farewell, Bloodline Theory, Most Dangerous Men Alive, Barbarian, Fear the Masses, Carpathia. Sorry about that.
That's the only band I know because we've played with them before.
Okay. There's also going to be Son of Sound, Joint Damage, Inverter, Death Rattle, and Kingsman, all going to be playing at this event on Saturday. You have until 2 o'clock the next afternoon to, sober up and get off the property. Right now, they're mentioning that there is no food available except for the pig roast, so you might want to bring your own food. If you are interested, look it up. The Local Livestock Camping Experience. It's hosted by Justin Marcotte of Black Sheep Entertainment. There is a small Wild West saloon, which is basically a shack where you can hang out, bring your own booze into.
Oh.
This is all on private property, and it's going to be an amazing time, so you definitely want to check that out. Once again, that is on the 28th to the 30th of July. So that was a lot of information to get out in such a short amount of time. By the way, I was asked just today, Jimmy Fig from, what's the name of the band?
You really do need that computer.
Have no
Holy
fear.
crap, that thing has not stopped.
Or another box of wine.
Well, once
Yeah,
they
he
get
did
the box
squeeze
of
the
wine,
bag. The bladder is now empty.
well, one of the bladders is empty. Anyways, Jimmy Fague, one of our good friends. I can't even think of the name of the band right now.
I believe you're looking for the
better hurry.
word roadkill.
Roadkill, thank you. Jimmy Fague from Roadkill messaged me. He does not know how to get his songs on the air with us. Doesn't know how to get on the air. Basically, show up like pretty much anyone else. But if you would like to be part of the show, you want to get your music out there, hit me up, MyNightOut Radio at Verizon.net. We have our website, MyNightOutRI.com, for all your upcoming local events. And if you want to do a little bit of advertisement with us, we'll be more than happy to get your information out there. Also, look us up, Facebook /MyNightOut, Twitter and Instagram, DJ Psyco Eddie and MyNightOut RI. You are laughing your butt off because, yes,
Verbatim off the computer
if
screen.
I do not
you
have
can't
it
even
written
remember
in
your own
front
websites.
there is. I am not embarrassed to admit it. I have crap for memory, and it's. I can't even blame it on the alcohol anymore because I really don't drink that much anymore. So we're gonna cut to some music so RJ and I can have a little conversation of real crappy memory. We're going to leave here with a little bit of Pistol Shot Gypsy. The name of the song is Rockstar. We'll be back in a little minute.
That is funny, man. You really got to read this.
All right, my night outers. That was Blindside Thunder. The name of the song was Tequila. Before that, Pistol Shot Gypsy. The name of the song was Rockstar. Now, we've been talking about some very interesting subjects, and I'm going to take a left-hand turn just because there's been something brought up in one of the many Facebook groups that I look at. Now, if you stumble across a car and there is a dog in it, we're in the middle of summer. It's hot.
We saw that today.
Would you break the window?
Well, we were faced with that today at Home Depot. It's hot today, and there was a car it was a van. It was this real beat-up, crappy van. The dog was sitting in the driver's seat. The guy did have the car kind of parked in the shade, but he had the passenger side window only open maybe an inch or two, and the side van window only open an inch or two, and the dog was sitting in the heat like this afternoon in the Home Depot parking lot. But here's the kicker. You're allowed to bring pets into Home Depot.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, so this guy had this dog in that heat, in that car.
And he didn't have to be.
Yeah,
in
but
this weather, and he didn't have to be. So
it sounds like the dog was driving.
He was sick. But, so to answer your question, I was actually faced with it today, and I didn't break the window. I didn't do anything, and that's kind of sad to say because all my dogs are rescues.
Well, I've always had rescue dogs myself. I have 2 pit bulls right now. I don't take them out of the house as a rule of thumb unless I have to, just because there is nothing out in the real world that they need to see that they're not going to see in their backyard. And the last thing anyone else needs to see is my dog grabbing a squirrel.
Ours try all the time, but they fail miserably.
Mine succeeds. Mine succeeds so far. I mean, there's a death toll in my backyard. Any of God's little woodland creatures stumble their way into my backyard, they have a life expectancy of a Twinkie in a fat camp.
Well, bring them to my house. Yeah, you need to come to. We have tons of squirrels, and they destroy everything.
Well, we can make a date for that a little bit later on, maybe off the air, so the Humane Society and the SPCA doesn't have it for killer dog on the loose.
They're already pissed that you're not letting the dogs out of the hot cars. So,
but the question actually came in is how can you prove that the dog is hot? Because
there are ways.
There are ways. However, the case in point was brought up, and this is one of those 1 in a million type circumstances. The Tesla, an all-electric car. You can't hear it run. You don't know if the AC is on and running while the dog is in the car. Would you break the window, or would you check first, or would you go along according with the Good Samaritan law, which gives you the right, once you document it and contact the police, you can break that window.
Without angering people, I would only say this because because of my background with working with animals, you can tell when a dog is in distress, and it's kind of obvious.
Yeah.
So, again, I'll go back to the Home Depot example today. The dog wasn't even panting. He was just sitting in the passenger seat. I think the driver's seat. I think that's why I didn't react, crazy. But if you can tell if the dog is panting or if it's kind of slouching or, there's a lot of ways to tell if a dog's in distress. I think at that point I would break a window to save the dog.
So you would use reason and logic over a gut reaction?
I'll give you a quick example. It wasn't even with the dog.
There's another part of that conversation is that the fact that I, in general, like to break things. So there might not be a dog in the car at all.
Well,
I could just tell people I saw one.
Yeah.
But he ran off.
Now the exception to this rule, which I'm going to bring up, is a Tesla. Like I said, it's an all-electric car. I mean, granted, it's $100,000 and $200,000 car. Whoever owns that probably has the money to replace the window.
Yeah, and they won't be shopping at a Home Depot. Well, they have people. They have people.
Even if you're just on the street going through like Tony's neighborhood, where people like just sip water with their pinkies out.
And as a stock owner of the company that makes Teslas, I encourage people to bust them up so the price of the stock will go up. So smash them.
So that was just the the thing that's really been bugging me the last last couple of hours, I've been going back and forth with a few people in the conversation, and being yes, I do have it up. I'm flipping.
No. I mean, I actually have a good story that can kind of tie into this, but
Can
it's
you
not.
do it in under a minute?
I can actually do it in under a minute. When I was animal control officer in the city I live in, we got a call for a pickup truck with the cap on the back of it. The cap was closed. There was 2 burlap bags tied tight in the back of the truck, and a good Samaritan walked by the truck and noticed the bags were moving. So they called the police. I got called down with an officer. We broke, actually, the tailgate, the cap was locked. We broke the back window on the cap of the truck, and we pulled the bags out, and we cut the knots off, and they were filled with rabbits. 20 live rabbits were tied in these burlap bags on a 90-plus degree day in the back of this truck, and we were actually able to save almost all of them. 2 of them passed from the heat, but yeah. So
I thought you were going to say it was Jake the Snake Roberts, and he had his snakes
rabbits.
back there.
It was rabbits. It was little bunny rabbits. Yep.
Well, I'm going to have to leave it there. We are out of time. I don't even think we're going to get to the full last song, which is from a few friends of mine. You're going to be a little upset, but it's from a band 1031, but it is not the 1031 you're thinking of. This is the original 1031. The name of the song is Texas Death. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Do you know we got contacted from a band?